Now, after completely almost ruining his channel, he sits there and now wants to sit there and take accountability. Let's see if he'll finally stand up to his daddy Nintendo.
Thank you for being here. I want to apologize for making you all worry. Over the past few weeks, I have made some decisions and I have been working towards improving the channel. And I want to check in with all of you so that we can just reset, we can see eye to eye and level, and I can apologize for making you worry. I knew that my approach was going to make people upset, but I honestly underestimated the amount that people actually cared. I honestly did not believe that people actually cared that much, and so I apologize that I've made you worried, and I apologize that I upset you. My intentions were to try to get the negative part of my audience to be so angry at me that they would unsubscribe and click the button that says don't recommend videos from this channel.
I seriously doubt that anybody was really that worried about you. I think everyone saw what was going on. Everyone knew what was going on. Everybody knew that you were bending the knee. Everyone knew that you were shilling for Nintendo. It wasn't no secret. You were open and honest about it. And then you sat there and took it down and you thought it was like, okay, well, the people that watch it, they'll unsubscribe and whatever. You just underestimated how many of your fan base was going to sit there and push back against you, and you couldn't handle the criticism. So far, this is not taking accountability.
And the reason being is there were a lot of people bringing negativity into the comment section, and they were just ruining the experience for everyone. And this is not anyone's fault but my own. Over the past year or so, there were a number of objectives that I needed to accomplish in terms of nudging the games industry away from some malpractices and some attitudes. And I employed every possible avenue in the online space in order to achieve that. We have achieved that goal, but the price that I have to pay is that I have attracted an audience to my channel that tends to focus on hatred, anger, and negativity.
Dude, you didn't change anything. I mean, yeah, you probably helped the microtransactions being pushed out of the AAA gaming so far, except for the sports games, because that shit's never going to go away. But my guy, you sat there and did. You would have continued to do it, but since you made a bunch of shovelware and Nintendo was the only one that was really peddling your damn ideas, you're like, oh, I got to defend Nintendo. And then you realize how much pushback. What did you think was going to happen? You sat there and created a following where you were standing up for the consumers, pushing against corporate greed, and then you were defending one of the worst companies out there.
And that's simply something that I have to deal with now. And so that is what I am trying to fix. If you look at any of my videos, I did not ask anyone to like or subscribe. I was merely trying to accomplish a goal. But as we went along, more people asked me to make videos for them. When I first started getting a lot of views on this channel, because look, for forever I only had a handful of people, and this was just a place for us to hang out, and I could share my games that I was working on, and I wanted to make games for people. But when the channel suddenly got a huge boost in numbers, I saw the opportunity to be able to positively influence the games industry's trajectory. That is my priority, and we have done that. We've accomplished that. I'm grateful to everyone who has helped me work towards that.
And how did you accomplish that? Like, what was accomplished exactly? Because a lot of the stuff that everyone complaining about is still around right now. So what is it they exactly did? No, see, what it was is the stuff you wanted to create wasn't gaining a huge following. So you switched tactics to gain that following. Now you're looking bad to the gaming industry right now. You're a game developer who wants to create games and sell them on their platforms. You know, if you want to do that, it's not a good idea is to bash them, so I understand why you don't really want to do that now. But you created that following, and now you want to do the content you want to do, but nobody really wants to watch it. And you're going to be throwing a fit because you're not going to be getting the views. And probably the reason why that you never asked anybody to like or subscribe was probably because you forgot to sit there and ask it.
But now I will be adjusting my approach, so I will be working more hands-on in a more direct method in the industry itself. And I will make sure that I can help the right people find the right roles and the right positions and to positively influence the industry to look for people who are hardworking, passionate, and care about games. I want to focus on helping people who want to make great games for people. I want to help those people further in their career. I want to help those people get a head start and learn game development. And I want to make this channel just a cool, great place for you to hang out at. Again, when the channel got a big boost, I used my channel, I basically cannibalized my channel in order to, again, nudge the games industry away from a very, very bad trajectory. And we accomplished that.
Yeah, but you won't do it with Nintendo, because most likely, probably Nintendo pays you. It wouldn't surprise me to find out if you're a Nintendo ambassador, and that's why that you don't want to sit there and speak out against them. And just for future reference, if you ever want to sit there and push away the negativity on your channel, you know, you want to get rid of all the hatred and everything, one of the worst ways to do it is to make videos triggering these people. Okay, the people that come to your channel to spread hatred, okay, I got another channel, or even probably this channel, there might be a couple, but I got another channel, and I got some trolls on that channel who absolutely hate my content, but they watch every one of my videos. They sit there and respond, they comment almost on every one of my videos. Okay, people who I thought hated my content are always giving, you know, hateful type comments, but they still watch my stuff, they still comment. So, and guess what? I call them out sometimes in the videos. And you know what? It causes them to respond more. So if you do that, that is the worst way to sit there and try to push out the negativity. Now, I know how to push it out, but I'm not going to sit there and tell you because I ain't going to help you out. I don't sit there and stand for corporate greed like you do.
But as we went along, more and more people said that they just enjoyed the channel for positivity, that it brought them positivity during the week, and that was something that is important to me. And the reason why I became so focused on it over the past few weeks, and the reason why I pushed so hard to try to accomplish this goal, is for a number of reasons. I want to do a better job for you guys. I mentioned a very close friend of mine died a few weeks ago, and it made me feel like I have not been doing a good enough job. I understand that I have a responsibility here for all of you who enjoy this channel, which is why I've been pushing hard to make videos for all of you. People say that they want to come here and just have a laugh, to learn something, to enjoy, and I want to make sure that I'm doing the absolute best job that I can. And when my friend died a few weeks ago, it made me reflect and understand I was not doing a good job. Part of my job here is to ensure that the community is in good shape, that it's healthy, that this is a cool, positive place for people to hang out at. And
I seriously don't even know who's laughing. If anybody's laughing, it's probably laughing at you. Definitely not with you, because I have never once seen you laugh in this damn stuff. You know, I've only watched a few of your videos, and they're not funny. They're not even enjoyable. It's about you whining and crying, can't taking criticism. You know, if anybody's watching this and they are thinking about getting into like social media, YouTube, listen, if you can't take criticism, okay, you are going to get some of the most negativity you've ever gotten in your life. You're going to be called some of the most outrageous stuff you ever thought you could be called. Okay, and if you cannot take that and you are easily offended and triggered person, I would not recommend you to do this because you will not last. And with you, my guy, you're a game developer, and you would think, even though you can develop games, how do you not have good audio? How does your audio suck this damn bad? How have you not invested in a good mic to sit there and have good audio? This is terrible audio.
Wanted to do a better job for all of you. I want to make better videos that are more helpful to people that want to learn game development, or for gamers who just want to hear stuff about games behind the scenes. I want to do more for you guys. And so I need to take responsibility. I need to accept accountability for what I did. What I did was I cannibalized my own channel in order to accomplish a professional goal, and as a consequence of that, I attracted negativity. I attracted people who just want negativity, hatred, and anger. And so I accept that. And now I need to do something about it to improve the situation so that I can do a better job for all of you.
Dude, what you attracted is what you wanted. You projected like you were this pro-consumer to go against corporate greed and, you know, always be for the consumer. And then you turned your back on your fans. That's what it was. You sat there and sold out. I guarantee you, right before the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo came calling, started paying you some money, you started selling some games on there, probably was making some decent money on it. And then when Nintendo's getting all that backlash, you're like, oh crap, I need Nintendo to survive. I need Nintendo to be successful so I can keep peddling my crappy shovelware, high quantity over quality damn games. Well, that's it for my reaction. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me or not. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay vigilant.